are excited to be kicking off the Office of Poverty Reduction. As you know, attempts to curb poverty in our community is not new. But this new approach that we're taking, we're looking within 10 years to reduce poverty by 50% here in the Chattahoochee Valley. We're not here to replace anybody who's in existence. We're here to make sure that we're all rowing at the same time. Because when we're doing that, then the boat can actually get somewhere. We'll be looking at local policy, state policy, and federal policy to see how do we help curb the poverty challenge that we have here in the Chattahoochee Valley. Because the fact is, Columbus, Georgia, and Albany, Georgia, rank in the top 10 in poverty locations throughout the United States. We want to reach out to those, not just the recognizable faces of poverty either, not just the people we see unfortunately living under bridges and having, asking for help and assistance on street corners, but that veteran who's retired and is having to live paycheck to paycheck, or that single mother who's working 2 or 3 part-time jobs. Part of what we will be doing is educating. Part of what we will be doing is having those honest, tough conversations with people. Some parts of poverty is a mindset. It's getting people to understand that you can have better, you can do better, and there are resources to help you. Some of it is connecting people who want to have help, who want to have access to those resources, but don't quite know where they are. We know this will not be easy, and we know it's gonna be tough. But one thing we also do realize is that we have the components here. We have the mechanisms here. We have the willing hearts right here in Columbus, Georgia, to make a difference in the lives of those that need the help the most. And that's where it starts. There isn't one light switch that's going to fix this poverty issue. It's going to be working on several levers within our community to make sure that we are doing what we need to do to ultimately lift everyone out. So I can't say that in 2 weeks or in 2 years, I'll be able to point to a graph and say, look at poverty, it's going down. But one thing I do know is that the work that we're gonna be doing will be setting the foundation that at some point in the future, somebody's gonna look back and say, this was the day that we began to turn around poverty in Columbus, right here on this kickoff.